Good morning all. Today I will take about antiseptics and disinfectants. This is the last theory class. We have completed theory portion and then we will start practical classes. Okay. So what is antiseptics? This is the chemical substance which is used to destroy or kill the bacteria or microorganisms on living tissues such as the skin and mucous membranes. And whereas disinfectants, disinfectants also is a chemical substances which is used to destroy or kills the microorganisms on non-living or inanimate surfaces. Okay. Then coming to the introduction, what is antimicrobial drugs and germicides? Antimicrobial drugs, these are the substances derived from natural or synthetic sources that kills or inhibits the growth of microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi and protozoas. Like germicides, it has been divided into two types. Already we discussed antiseptics and disinfectants. These are the group of drugs that are able to inhibit the growth, development, or leads to death of microorganisms in the environment surrounding the patient or on the surfaces of the body. These are the germicides, which is nothing but a group of drugs are able to inhibit or inhibit the growth that prevents the development of microorganisms in the environment. Especially these agents which inhibits or kills the microbes on contact, they have low margin of safety and they are non-systemic use and non-selective antimicrobial agents. These are the non-systemic purpose use of germicides and non-selectively antimicrobial agents. Antiseptics are the chemical substance which are used to destroy or inhibit the pathogenic bacteria on animate or living surface such as skin, eye, mucous membranes. And disinfectants, these are the chemical substances or germicides which are used to destroy or inhibit the growth of pathogenic vegetative bacteria on inanimate or non-living surfaces such as glassware and surgical instruments and tables, etc. Examples of disinfectants are formaldehyde, phenol and ethyl alcohol and soaps. And like antiseptics are Dettol and Lysol. So here these disinfectants are under the control of Environmental Protection Agency of the government. So they process concentration dependent on killing, and antiseptics, these both are germicides or antiseptics and disinfectants are often added to easily available everyday utilities like soaps, toothpaste, mouthwashes, and after shaving lotion. And so many ways to prevent or inhibit the microorganisms. That is, one is the sterilization, which is used to kill microorganisms, including vegetative bacteria, spores, and fungi and viruses. Usually, sterilization is affected by autoclave. Sterilization is affected by autoclaving at 15 lab pressure of steam at 120 degrees for at least 15 to 30 minutes. And other methods like the infrared radiation, ultraviolet radiation, and gamma radiation. And another one is the decontamination. It is the neutralization of or removal of dangerous substances, radioactivity or germs from an area or object or a person. The decontamination means is the removal of dangerous substances from an area or object or either area or object or persons It is used to remove organic matter and microorganisms from an atom. These are three levels of decontaminations. One is the cleaning, disinfection, and sterilization. And another one is the sanitization. This is the important in nowadays. This is sanitization is nothing but a reduction in microbial load from an inanimate surface or non-living surfaces to a level which are considered acceptable for the health of population, which means we can see in COVID-19 pandemic situation. If identified corona positive patient, the government authorities doing uh, complete sanitization sanitization by using sanitizers like disinfectants. For example, sodium hypochlorite, um, like that. So, and nowadays all are using these sanitizers which contains alcohol 80 to alcohol more than 70% is more effective to kill or destroy the bacteria. So sanitization is the most important one in nowadays in COVID-19 pandemic situation, when the when the identified COVID-19 positive patients, government authorities are doing complete sanitization by using these disinfectants. Okay. Then pasteurization is the process of heating milk or other liquids or semi-solids for about 30 minutes at 60 to 80 degrees, which kills the non-sporulating microorganisms and prevents the growth of foodborne pathogens for a specific period of time. And preservation is to prevent the efficacy, to prevent and deterioration of the drug's formulation up to its expiry date. The preservatives are benzyl alcohol, benzoic acid, and its salts. That is also 0.2% and 2%. These preservatives protect the drug from oxidation. So these are the steps to prevent or kill the microorganisms. One is the sterilization by autoclaving method, decontamination, sanitization, pasteurization, and preservating methods. Okay. Then what are the characteristics of an ideal antiseptics and disinfectants? It should be chemically stable, it should be sheet, and it should be non-staining, it should be cidal, acting and destroying the spores, and it should be active against all pathogens, and it should be required brief time of exposure, and it should be active even in presence of blood, pus, and excreta. So this is the characteristics of antiseptics and disinfectants. And what are the Edison antiseptic actions are rapid in action and exert sustained protection, and it should be non-irritating to tissues. It should be non-absorbable and produce minimum toxicity if observed, and it should be non-sensitizing. So it is a rapid action, and it should be non-irritating to tissues, and it should be non-absorbable, and it produces minimum toxicity if observed, and it should be non-sensitizing. So coming to the mechanism of actions of disinfectants and antiseptics, potassium permanganate and hydrogen peroxide and halogens. These drugs are oxidation of bacterial protoplasma, and phenols and chlorhexidine, alcohol and aldehyde. These drugs are denaturation of bacterial proteins and enzymes. These drugs causes denaturation of bacterial proteins and enzymes, like soaps and cetramide. These drugs are these drugs are like detergent like action. These drugs having this is soaps means it's detergent like action, increasing the permeability of the bacterial membranes. And what are the factors modifying the actions? Means temperature and pH also modifying the action of disinfectants, and period of contact with microbes and nature of microbes which are involved, and size of inoculum, and presence of blood, pus or organic matter. These factors are modifying the action. General uses of antiseptics and disinfectants. Generally it is used in asepsis before injections, that is on surgical uses, such surgical uses and sterilization of the surgical uses for scrubbing, sterilization of the surgical instruments and before surgery, and it is also used in cuts, wounds and lacerations. It is these antiseptics are we can apply on the skin when it is happened cuts, wound and lacerations, and it is also used as a disinfectant of hospital premises and water purification and domestic disinfectants such as Lysol, and it is also used in toilet cleaners like that. And coming to the classification of disinfectants and antiseptics, first one is the phenol derivatives. Phenol derivatives are phenol, cresol, hexyl resorcinol, and hexachlorophene. And halogens are iodine, iodophores, chlorine, and chlorophores. Alcohols are ethanol and isopropanol. And aldehydes are formaldehyde and glutaraldehyde. And surface active agents are cetrimide, benzalkonium chloride, and decvalium chloride. And bicarbonates are chlorhexidine. And soaps of sodium and potassium, which contains long fatty acid chain. And these are the classifications and and another drugs, metallic salts are silver nitrate, silver sulfadiazine, mild silver protein, zinc sulfate, and calamine, and zinc oxide. These are the metallic salts. And boric acid and acetic acid, and gases like ethylene oxide. And oxidizing agents are potassium permanganate, hydrogen peroxide, and benzoyl peroxide. And junction violet and methylene blue and brilliant green. These are the dyes which is used to kill microorganisms. And acryflavine and proflavine, these are also comes under dyes. And some miscellaneous drugs are nitrofuranzole. These are the antiseptics and disinfectants. For easy to remember, here you can see this one, PharmaGod. P indicates phenol derivatives. Here PHAARMA, PharmaGod. This is for you. This is the PharmaGod is the code. This is easy to remember. You have to remember like this. And P indicates phenol derivatives, and H indicates halogens, which is iodine, iodophores, and chlorine and chlorophores. And A indicates is here two alphabets. A is here. So you can usually remember one is the alcohols and one is the aldehydes. And R indicates right. So you have to remember like that. Quaternary ammonium ions are cetrimide, benzalkonium chloride, and decvalinum chloride. And G for glutaraldehyde. and other drugs like that. O for oxidizing agents, G for dyes, and M for metallic salts. Like that, you have to remember pharma god. And then we'll discuss about individual drugs coming to phenol derivatives, such as phenol, or also called carbolic acid. It is one of the earliest used antiseptic and still is standard for the comparing other germicides. It is a weak agents. Phenols shows static effect at 0.2%. It is a bactericidal action, and but it is poor action on bacterial spores, and it is also has a protoplasmic poison. So mechanism of action of phenols is a denatured bacterial protein, and it has a mild local anesthetic action, and it is used as antipyretic preparations, and it is used in disinfectant of urine, feces, pus, sputum, and antipruritic preparations as a mouthwashes. Side effects: it causes buccal and esophageal gastric burns and scars. And cresol, it is all or methylphenol. It is more potent than phenol, but less damage less damage to the tissues. It is also used as a disinfectant of utensils, etc., and for washing hands and irrigation of root canals. So it is better than phenol because it causes less damage to the tissues, and it is used disinfectant as disinfectant of utensils, etc., and washing hands, irrigation of root canals. And another one is the chloroxylenol or Dettol. So it is non-corrosive, non-irritant to intact skin and no stain, and it is a commercial 4.8% of chloroxylenol is a commercial use of that is Dettol, which contains 9% terpenol and 13% alcohol, and it is also uh, uh, used in some preparation of creams and soaps, and it is used in lubricating obstetric cream, that is 1.4% of chloroxylenol content, and it is used in surgical antiseptics and skin cream and mouthwashes and soaps and wounds and cuts. When it's happened some wounds and cuts, then we can apply on skin as an antiseptic. Next one is the hexachlorophene. Hexachlorophene is the potent chlorinated phenol. It has odorless, non-staining and non-irritated and sustained action. It has a good action, good effective on gram-positive bacteria and spores, but it does not show any effect on gram-negative bacteria. And it is used as antiseptics for surgical scrubs and toilet products. And it is also used in deodorants and skin infections and baby bath products. But more than 2% of hexachlorophene is banned because it causes neurotoxicity. Okay, it is a more potent chlorinated phenol. It's non-staining and non-irritant, but it affects on gram-positive bacteria and spores, but it do not affect on gram-negative bacteria. And it is used as an antiseptics for surgical scrub and toilet products, some deodorants and skin infections. But less than 2% is 2% hexachlorophene is good, but more than 2% of hexachlorophene is it causes neurotoxicity, so it's banned. Yeah, and another the phenol derivatives are triclosan, thymol, resorcinol, and hexyl resorcinol. This is used as a liquid soaps and dentifrice and mouthwashes. And thymol is used as an antiseptic, but it has a mild local anesthetic effect, and it is used as a It is used in cough drops and dentifrice, and also used in acne, and also used in some mouthwashes. And resorcinol is the less potent than phenol. It is used in antiseptic in ringworm and acne, and it is also acts as a keratolytic agent, and it also causes antipruritic effect, and it is also used in psoriasis. And hexyl resorcinol is also used in mouthwashes. So Listerine, which contains menthol, thymol, these are all the phenol group of drugs which is used as a mouthwash, which contains menthol, thymol, methyl salicylate, and eucalyptol. Then coming to the oxidizing agents, it is highly water soluble, and it inhibits the bacterial protoplasm. It oxidizes. Potassium permanganate is oxidizes bacterial protoplasm, and uses 1:4,000 to 1:10,000 solution, such as candle solution, candle lotion, which is used as an antiseptic, and it is also used in garbling or douching or irrigating cavities and mouthwashes, and it is also used for athletic food. So that is potassium permanganate 1% content, and it is also used in domestic uses, disinfection of utensils, vegetables, fruits, purification of water also, and it is also used for gastric lavage in some poisoning, alkaloid poisoning cases, and it is also used as a styptic, and potassium permanganate 5% content, and but it causes burns, blisters, and stain, violet color stain, and also sensitive to light. Then another one is the hydrogen peroxide. This is the H2. This is also called H2O2. Is the chemical name. What are the advantages? It is a non-toxic, colorless, and odorless, and it is effective against anaerobic bacteria, and it is a weak antiseptic. It is we have to keep in dark bottles, and uses of it is used in dental for mouthwashes, dilute with water, uh, and it is also used as a belching agent for teeth stains. That is also 30% of H2O2 is combined with glycerin and pumice, and it is also used in surgical use. That is also 3 to 6% for wound healing and removal of earwax, and it is also used in deodorants and styptic purpose, that contains 25 to 30% of hydrogen peroxide. And next one is the benzyl peroxide. It liberates oxygen and kills anaerobic and microaerophilic bacteria, and keratolytic. It has keratolytic and comedolatic properties to remove warts and other lesions. It is used for acne, 2.5 to 10% cream, and it is used as an antiseptics also. But it causes burning sensation, stinging sensation, and localized eczema and dryness of the skin, and scaling edema also. These are the side effects of benzyl peroxide. Which, when we applied more benzyl peroxide, it causes burning sensation and stinging sensation and dryness of the skin. And next one is the halogens. Halogen, iodine, and iodine releasing agents, and chlorine releasing agents, agents. Iodine and iodine releasing agents are rapid action and broad spectrum activity, and but not readily inactivated by organic matter. But it has a microbicidal agent, and iodinates and oxidizes microbial protoplasm. And here chlorine and chlorine releasing agents are it has a rapid action and broad spectrum like iodine, and it's readily inactivated by organic matter. But here iodine is not readily inactivated by organic matter, but chlorine is readily inactivated by organic matter. And it has a microbicidal agent. It is a microbicidal agent, and this chlorinates and oxidizes the microbial protoplasma like iodinates and this iodinates and oxidizes the microbial protoplasma, like that chlorine chlorinates and oxidizes the microbial protoplasma. Next one is the halogens, is the iodine. This is also iodine's continuation. What are the uses of iodine? 1:20,000 solution. It is vegetative form of bacteria, and it is used as an antiseptic purpose. And tincture iodine 2%, 5% in alcohol, and it is also used in a Mendel's throat pain. 1.2% in potassium iodide for sore throat, and it is also used as a counter irritant, and it is also used in water purification. But adverse effects, it is corrosive and it causes burns, blisters, rashes, and stains, irritant, and also less duration of action. We should keep in dark colored bottles. And ida-4 is the soluble complex of iodine. It's a soluble complex of iodine. It's slow release of free iodine and non-irritating, non-toxic, and non-staining ida-4. It is uses iodine is the powerdine, means we can apply after getting wound or crack. We can apply is the antiseptic powder, is the powerdine iodine. And it is used for boils, furunculosis, burns, otitis externa, and ulcers, vaginitis, and surgical scrubbing. And it is also used as a disinfection of endoscopic instruments and tinea infections. And it is also used in dental purpose as a mouthwashes and gargling purpose, which contains ida-4 2% ida-4, and it is also used as an analgesic creams. That contains iodine 4%. And chlorine is a highly reactive, potent germicide drug, which is used in the disinfection of urban water supplies, means water purified supplies, which is supplied by government. They are using this chlorine for cleaning water. And chlorophores, it is this compound releases hydrochlorous, and it is nothing but a bleaching powder. It is used as disinfection of drinking water, swimming. It is used in swimming pools as a disinfectant and a sanitizer, and it contains some. It is also used for tooth stains removal. Chlorine also used in swimming pool to purify water and used as a sanitizer and to remove tooth stains. And sodium hypochlorite solution, this sodium hypochlorite is used as a disinfectant 4 to 6% in dairies for milk cans, lab and disinfectants, and biohazard spill management. So and also equipments and antiseptic root canal theory, and also used as a bleaching agent in dentistry. This biohazard spill management means sodium hypochlorite, which is a disinfectant. Nowadays, already we discussed for sanitizer in sanitization. During this COVID situation, after identified patient, the government, the authorities doing doing cleaning, doing what is that? Okay. They cleared everything which are contained in non-living surfaces by using this disinfectant sodium hypochlorite solution. Okay. Then Daikin solution is dilute form of sodium hypochlorite buffered with boric acid and Usol is a chlorinated lime and 1.25% and also it contains boric acid. Is what are the uses? It is used for dissolving the pus and blood clots, narcotic matter, and clean the infected wound. And quaternary ammonium compounds such as detergents, it has a cidal action to kill the bacteria and fungal and viruses are non-irritating and mild keratolytic agent. It is uh, used as a sanitizer, antiseptic and disinfectant for surgical instruments and gloves. Cetramide is a soapy powder with faint and fishy odor. It is used for wound cleaning for dust, skin and disinfectants. And it is also used as an anti-plague agent and used as a antiseptic and surgical instruments and for cleaning of utensils. Acetyl pyridinium chloride is the mouthwash. It is also used as an anti-plague agent and it is used in some one of the component of lozenges. And benzalkonium chloride is a storage of sterile surgical instruments. It is used for the storage of sterile surgical instruments and soaps. So sodium and potassium salts are the large chain fatty acids, which is a anionic detergents and weak antiseptics. It is used as a emulsifying agents and it is effective against gram-positive bacteria. And soaps are used for the cleaning of action and cleaning purpose. It contains sodium lauryl sulfate. Then chlorhexidine is the cationic biguanide, which highly powerful and non-irritating and colorless, odorless antiseptic. It is a spectrum of activity. It is active against gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria also. And it disturbs the bacterial membrane and effective in the presence of pus, blood, and organic matter. It exhibits the residual activity after repeated use. And examples of Savlon liquid antiseptic, it contains chlorhexidine gluconate 1.5% and cetamide 3% exhibits a more efficacy and it is used in lotions, creams and washes, means mouth washes as a aqueous solution. And Savlon is a combination of chlorhexidine gluconate and cetramide. This is an example of antiseptic, but it gets stained. And uses, it is used few drops we can use in bath during bath and neonatal bath and surgical scrubs, and it is also used in dental wash, dental uses, that is mouthwash including candidiasis and aqueous solution in mouthwashes. It decreases dental plague and it is also used in obstetrics, 1% cream and skin antiseptic and clearing of wounds, and it is pre-operative cleaning of the skin. It is also used as a pre-operative cleaning of the skin, which contains 0.5% solution in 70% alcohol, and it is also used as an anti-plague agent. And it is used in catheterization and cystoscopy. Uh, that gel contains 0.25% chlorhexidine and xylocaine, and it is also used as a disinfectant of hydrophilic contact lenses, but it causes yellow brown stain and altered taste and mucosal soreness. This is the side effects of chlorhexidine or examples the Dettol. And alcohols, It protects bacterial proteins and it causes suicidal action and ethanol is effective antiseptic on skin and it shows rapid action on mucous membranes and its clearing agent at 40 to 90 degrees concentration. When it is used, when it will affect the alcohol content is 40 to 90% concentration. If it contains that only it's effective in effective sanitizer. Adverse effects: burning sensation and injury, irritation on mucous membranes. Where it is used in wounds, cuts, degerming of skin before injections and before injections. And aldehydes is denature the bacterial proteins and it also has a protoplasmic poison. And formaldehyde is it is used as a broad spectrum germicide and sporocidal and but it's slow antiseptic action. It is used as a disinfection of surgical instruments and preservation of dead tissue samples. Formaldehyde 4% aqueous solutions, mostly in the, it is used it is used in anatomy labs. Formaldehyde, as you know, preservation of dead tissue samples and fumigation and urinary antiseptics and adverse effects. It causes eczematoid reactions and irritates, but it should not use on oral use. And glutaraldehyde is a sterilization. This is also comes under aldehyde group. It's a sterilization agent, but it causes less irritation, less pungent, and broad spectrum action. And non-inactive by biofluids and it activated at alkaline pH. And uses it is used in cold sterilization, disinfection of surgical instruments and endoscopes, and hospital disinfectant of premises and operation theaters. And next one is the boric acid. It has a bacteriostatic but weak antiseptic action. It is used as a disinfectant and it is non-irritating disinfectant. It is used as a irritating ice that contains 4%, and it is also used for mouthwashes. Boroglycerin paint. It is used for stomatitis and glossitis, and it is also used for cuts and abrasions, which contains 10% boric acid and prickly heat powders and ear drops, irrigating bladders, which is also used as a used in ear drops. And adverse effects, but it causes vomiting, abdominal pain, and diarrhea, and visual and kidney damages. Acetic acid it is the oldest antiseptic. It has a bactericidal effect. It is used for burns and dressing purpose, which contain 5% acetic acid. It is effective against Pseudomonas aeruginosa bacteria. And salicylic acid, it has a bacteriostatic effect and keratolytic, and it has a fungicidal effect when it has a fungicidal effect when 3% Whitfield ointment, salicylic acid Whitfield ointment uses which is used in irritate skin, cracks, etc. In this ointment, which contains 3% of salicylic acid, the salicylic acid smooths the skin. And benzoic acid it has a fungistatic acid which contains 6% benzoic acid in Whitfield ointment. And metallic salts, mercury compounds, it has a bacteriostatic and poor antiseptics and inactivates sulfhydryl enzymes. And first one is the ammonium mercury, which contains 5 to 10% of ammonium mercury ointments It is used as anal purities and dermatophytosis. And phenyl mercuric nitrates, it is used in tinea remedies and anorectal preparations and otic and ocular preparations, and is also used as a preservatives. Phenyl mercuric nitrate is used as a preservatives also. Merbromine or mercurochrome. This is the bright red color and organic mercurial, but it's non-irritating and less toxic effect. It is uses 1 to 2% of the 2% merbromine is used for eye and skin antiseptics. And silver compounds, which are these are the astringent and caustic drugs and reactive with sulfhydryl group of drugs, and it releases silver nitrate is rapidly kills microbes, and it is used in ophthalmic neonatal 1% solution and ulcers. It is but in the what is the disadvantage? It causes a black discoloration of the tissues. And silver sulfadiazine is it's good only, not it does not cause a black discoloration. It is used as a ointment in burns and effective in Pseudomonas strains. Zinc salts, it is used as an astringent and mild antiseptics, and zinc sulfate is a water soluble. It is used in eye and ear drops and mouth washes, eye wash for cleaning of eyes, and for acne and impetigo, which contains zinc. Calamine contains zinc, which is used as a cream, face products. And next dyes is the complex organic substances is derived from coal tar. Junction violet is it is a resonilin dye. It is active against Staphylococcus gram-positive bacteria and fungi. It is used as alcoholic solution. Junction violet 0.5% contains for bed sores, furunculosis and chronic ulcers, infective eczema, thrush and ringworm. And disadvantages because it is poor efficacy against gram-negative bacteria in the presence of pus and blue stain on skin. Causes blue stain on skin. Acridine dye. It is an orange yellow acridine dye, active against gram-positive bacteria and gonococci, sensitive to light and less efficacy. It is effective in alkaline pH and non-irritant dye. It is used in chronic ulcers, wounds, burns, dressing, and triple dye lotion. Junction violet 0.25% contains, and brilliant green 0.25%. Means triple dye means junction violet and brilliant green, and agriflavin 0.1%, which is used for burns and dressing in umbilical stum in neonates. But it should be stored in amber colored bottles. And last one is the furan derivatives, nitrofurozone. It has a sidal action for sidal germicide for gram-positive and gram-negative and anaerobic and aerobic bacteria. It inhibits the enzymes for carbohydrates metabolism, and it is used in burns and skin grafting. So this is about antiseptics and disinfectants. Thank you.